Top 10 Money Heists in History. In this video, we will surprise you with the most shocking and craziest money heists. A robbery at gunpoint inside a bank or a cash depot is usually termed a money heist. Today, we live in a technological era, so thieves and robbers also think of new and secure ways of cyber robberies. But still today, some people think of doing a heist. Diamond heists are still in fashion today. Heist is also a time-consuming technique. It is a powerful method, and one can only get success if he is not caught. But before we talk about it, if you are new to our channel, welcome to 1%. Here we will give you only facts, so if you want to hear more of that, leave a like and subscribe to our channel so that more people can enjoy these. Now without further ado, let's get into it. On number 10, we have the Dunbar Armored robbery. 25 years ago happened the biggest cash heist. The heist was pulled off by 6 men in 1997. The mastermind behind this robbery was a safety inspector employed by the Dunbar Armored trucking company called Alan Pace. He was working in the company as a safety inspector. Pace recruited 5 of his childhood friends who played the role of rent cops. That night, they went to a party before the robbery. After some time, they wore masks and black clothes and drove to Dunbar. They got inside, assaulted the 2 guards on duty, and loaded $18.9 million into the waiting U-Haul. They also took their recording devices of security cameras with them. It is still considered the biggest cash robbery in the history of the United States. On number 9, we have the Antwerp diamond heist. In 2003, the responsibility for the security of diamonds were given to the Antwerp police, but they got a call that a robbery had taken place. Gold, diamonds, and jewelry were stolen in large quantities. Leonardo Notarbalto was the mastermind of this robbery and lived beside the Diamond Center for 3 years before he committed the robbery. To gain the trust of the Diamond Center, he pretended to be an Italian merchant and succeeded in opening 123 boxes out of the 160. On number 8, we have the British Bank of the Middle East robbery. It was 1976, and Lebanon was in the middle of a civil war when a few robbers planned to cash in on the country's situation. The robbers used bombs and explosive on a Catholic church that was present just in the neighborhood of the bank to enter the bank. The group of robbers also had some expert locksmiths to open the lockers. The robbers collected around $45.5 million in cash, stocks, and many quantities of gold bar and jewelry. Later, no one was arrested and none of the looted valuables was recovered. On number 7, we have the Vastberga helicopter robbery. In 2009, Sweden's police faced its country's first helicopter robbery. A highly professional group of robbers did the robbery. They landed a stolen Bell 206 Jet Ranger helicopter as a transport on the roof of the cash building. They used sledgehammers and explosives to break through the security doors and glass. They stole the cash bags and escaped in the helicopter. They had already littered caltrop all over the road, which blew away the tires of police cars. The police were unable to follow them in their helicopters because the robbers had placed bombs and explosives near the helicopters. The helicopter used in the robbery was stolen from Roselgens Base and Roselgens Base in Nordlicht on 23rd of September, one night before the robbery. On number 6, we have the Banco Central burglary. The Banco Central burglary took place in 2005 at Fortaleza, Brazil. The robbery was done by a group of 25 people who showed a fake business and dug a 256-foot-long tunnel in 3 months that approached the bank locker room. Bank's internal alarms and cameras were also disabled and the thieves remained unidentified. After entering inside, they stole containers having 160 million Brazilian cash. The Guinness Book also recorded this as the world's greatest bank robbery. On number 5, we have the DB Cooper. DB Cooper was a character made for an unknown man who took over a Boeing 727 of Northwest Orient Airlines in 1971. The unidentified hijacker informed the pilot that he was equipped with a bomb and asked for $200,000 and 4 parachutes. After having all his desired money and setting free all the passengers in Seattle, he instructed the pilot to start a new flight. After 30 minutes, he jumped somewhere over southern Washington. The case is still unsolved after 45 years. According to the FBI, he was the only one who invaded air privacy in the history of America and commercial aviation. On number 4, we have the Securitas depot robbery. It was the greatest robbery in the history of Europe. It began with the events of kidnapping in the evening when a gang of 7 people robbed $83 million from a warehouse of a security company in Kent. They hired a man who worked inside the company and filmed the depot interior. After getting inside the depot, they kidnapped the manager and his family and forced him to open the cash lockers for them. They also assaulted and tied the workers who were there for duty. This all happened at night, 2:15 a.m. No one was injured during the robbery. On number 3, we have Thomas Blood and the Crown Jewels of England. This robbery is considered one of the most courageous thefts in history, and Thomas's blood is also called the man who stole the crown jewel. He was the son of a blacksmith, born in Ireland in 1618. In 1617, he planned to steal the jewels of the crown. The crowns were kept in the basement of the Tower of London in a large iron grille. Talbot Edwards was the security keeper of the crown jewel and lived in the same tower with his family. Colonel Blood befriended Edwards. One day, he went with his wife, and while all visitors were returning, suddenly, Mrs. Blood started having a violent stomach ache. Edward took them to his apartment for rest. After this, the two families became very close. Mr. Blood asked Edward if some of his friends wanted to see the crown jewel. This was when Edward took them to the room, and they killed Edward with a sword, removed the grill, and stuffed their pants with crowns and jewels. They also tried to cut the crown in half with a saw because it did not fit in the pants. The crown and jewels were worth 100,000 euros. On number 2, we have the Dar es Salaam bank heist. The biggest bank robberies in Iraq took place in 2007 in Baghdad at Dar es Salaam Bank. According to police, the guard who worked at the private institution in Karata district. And according to the government, some guards may have also contact with the local police and security agencies to allow them to pass security checkposts easily, which are placed between different routes of Baghdad. The thieves robbed the bank on Tuesday night because on Wednesday morning, the staff found the main gate of the bank open and the money was already robbed. And the guards who were always sleeping there at the bank suddenly disappeared. The stolen money is approximately $300 million and 220 million Iraqi dinars. On number 1, we have the Millennium Dome raid. When the Millennium Dome was completed in 2000, London witnessed one of its most excellent attempts at robbery at the Millennium's Dome exhibition. A group of local robbers planned to steal the Millennium Star, a 203-carat gem worth $250 million, and placed it at the exhibition along with the most expensive blue diamonds and the other crown jewels. The robbers entered inside with an explosion and stole the jewel. They had already planned a runaway through a waiting speedboat via River Thames, but their plan failed because they were already under surveillance of London police due to some previous robberies. They were arrested at crime scene. These were the top 10 biggest heists in history. Which one of these 10 do you think was the most historic? Have you ever heard about some other heists? Or would you ever dare to join a group that will be planning a heist? We would love to read your comments and respond to you with a love in the comments with a heart. Thank you for watching this video. We greatly appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you next Sunday at 5 o'clock with a new video. Until then, stay safe.